All right, so now we're wrapping up this whole thing with chapter 4 today. All of the videos are uploaded so far, which means it's a chance for you to hear them again, a chance for you to study again, and all of that fun stuff. For people to say, I don't remember what you said in class is impossible at this point in time, because if you have Wi-Fi or even if you have cellular data, you can watch these YouTube videos again and again and again. I've heard some people say that they get on the treadmill and they take me on a walk with them. So that's awesome. It's not fair. I don't get the caloric burn that you get while you're doing it, but give me some credit while you're soaking all that fun stuff up. So, what is today?
The best day ever.
Why in the world are we here?
To get the tools to build fearless champions.
How'd you wake up today?
1 alarm, 2 feet, gratitude, 4 chords, made my bed.
Very nice. Now, I know that on Monday, I talked to the Monday, Wednesday group, and some of them that were there that actually had their bed made, they were going to get some extra special love for that. So just be in touch with me on that. I asked that for this class as well. Not today, but if you were there on Monday and it happened. But who does have their bed made up right now? Very nice. Looks like those numbers are going up. I'm really proud of that. Way to go, Carl. Awesome. So that's awesome. I love
I got
that.
up a whole hour and a half earlier today.
It took you an hour and a half to make up your bed?
No.
Oh. I was like, that's a lot of pillows. Imagine what his bed looks like if you took an hour and a half to make
I
it.
do have a lot of pillows. So.
How would you appreciate a well-made bed?
Yeah, I like to have, like 2 pillows per side. So,
Do you do
plus
one,
the ones that like,
one between your knees?
no, I don't go that far.
Oh, man.
One for the head, one to hold. That's it.
That is the best. Okay, so as we continue to move through this chapter and continue to enjoy each other's company, any questions from all of the hormonal craziness? I have not put that picture in the text feed yet. I promise you I will put it in the text feed. Okay, so tell me what you want, what you really, really want. Okay, question. Carl had a question.
Would it make a difference what gender baby you're having when you're pregnant?
As far as the different hormones that are coming into play. So Carla wants to know, does the gender of the person that you're growing, which by the way, which hormone is super high whenever you're growing that human? Growth hormone. Growth hormone. You're smart. You got this. A couple things. There's some anecdotal evidence out there that when you are pregnant with a female person, that there is a little bit possible more morning sickness, and maybe it's estrogen versus estrogen. There really haven't been that many that I have heard of any difference with what's actually going on. Your pituitary gland is saying, oh my gosh, we better grow this person. So that's kind of all we know. I do know people that have reported more morning sickness with female children than with male children. I also think it's really kind of an independent thing. Everybody experiences everything. My only weird thing I ever had was certain smells. Certain things that used to smell great to me before just really did not smell good to me when I was pregnant. But I loved being pregnant. I love the 9 months being pregnant more than the 9 months after I had them. Oh, I said that on film, sorry. Sorry, Cash and Carter. I loved y'all being babies, but it was terrible. Okay? Now, here we go. Cash was a great baby. It was Carter that sucked the life out of him. Carter did not sleep for 9 months unless he was physically attached to me in some aspect. So it was just one of those things. I am trying to say that Carter is still my hugger. He is the one that will walk over to me and just and of course now it's like he leans on me to say mom now because my children are giant. So, it depends on things. I didn't have any morning sickness. I have a friend right now that's just entered into her 2nd trimester, and she has been puking every single day.
Is she having a girl?
She hasn't found out yet.
Oh, I had a girl, I didn't have 1 day of morning sickness.
See,
Wow.
so I think it's individual. I think you're just gonna either be one of those people or not. I say that, some people are pukers, some people aren't. I'm not a puker. I just don't, I don't get stomach sick. Yeah, our family, it's like we get snot, I can't believe I'm saying all this on film. We tend to get sick here and not here, so that's kind of, that whole thing, yeah. The Mexico trip was really, really weird. And let's just go ahead and be graphic on film. It really wasn't here, it was really the other side. So, this is when you can tell I love my classes. There's gonna be strangers all over the world, because when you look at my YouTube followers, they're gonna get a notification that they'll post it, and it's like, okay, this is how we roll with purple pants on Thursday. So, Josh.
Also with pregnancy, as far as like having clients and stuff like that, other than doctors' recommendations and orders and stuff, how long can I train a pregnant client?
Well, kind of what the standard of that is. The standard that we know is if a female has been training prior to getting pregnant, you can typically continue that same level of exercise all the way through, unless of course there are modifications that are given from the doctor. Now, they tell people that after the first trimester, they don't want you doing anything in the prone position, so you're not gonna be smashing any of that. I know that it's kind of an interesting fact, kind of weird thing. I taught kickboxing classes that both days before I had both boys. So it didn't change one thing for me. And again, on the premise of being 100% honest like we are in this class, the only thing is I just felt like I had to go TT all the time. Because there's a person sitting on your bladder. And so making some modifications for bladder and all of those kinds of things. So again, being in touch with the doctor, the person will probably be very transparent with their doctor saying that, hey, I'm a power lifter, and the doctor's gonna say, well, you know what, as long as your body's used to that, your body will respond to
Whatever you ask to.
and if that's your normal, then that is your normal. I know that you can certainly make some different modifications
Yeah,
with
I have-
things.
I had a teacher in high school, she was still doing CrossFit until she was like 6-7 months with twins.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have a friend that has done CrossFit since, for years, and she's pregnant right now. She was actually due Monday, but, the baby didn't come, and so she just got up and went and did her modified workout, and she's still doing workouts, so.
Because it, and kind of jumping on a little bit of thing with the craziness of females, and what we do know is that whenever we're used to experiencing all these different hormone fluctuations, one of the best things that we know is that exercise, you guys, as few as 3 times a week. Hey, remind me what number 4 is in the, not in the Fab 5, but in the anabolic chain.
Insulin.
Insulin. So what we know is that exercise acts like insulin on the body, which means you're actually taking care of your pancreas. Your pancreas isn't having to work as hard whenever you exercise. And so let's say you have this female that's been exercising her whole life and gets pregnant. There is some research that not only is she going to have, she's not gonna have issues with diabetes, but possibly those little babies would not be have that predisposition to type 2 diabetes or diabetes either. So that's kind of a cool thing. I had super healthy pregnancies, breastfed babies each for a year, and they apparently did well. 6'2", 205 as a 19-year-old, and my husband is 5'10", and then Carter already is right at 6 feet tall at age 14 and is about 160. So he hasn't gone through the huge growth that Cash did. Carter's still kind of skinny, but he's about to really start launching with things. Okay, breaking the action.